So busy connecting. Okay, connected.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here in Stellenbosch, where we have our annual Stellenbosch derby of the Stellenbosch Institutes. We've got SAS Rugby International Institute taking on the UXi Invitational team. My name is Vikas Strydom. I'll be your commentator today, taking you through the game. But I'm not here alone. With me, I've got Hendrik Louw.
Good morning, Vikas. Sorry, afternoon. And to all the viewers who's joined in today. Yes, Vikas, lovely day today actually. Apart from the wind, it's a bit windy, blowing from the view side across the field over to the opposite side, over to the main pavilion that side. It is a bit cold, definitely wet underfoot, muddy. Obviously this is Paul Roos's home ground, so obviously the field has gone some feet, or had some feet over the last couple of weeks regarding matches and stuff. So it's going to be quite heavy underfoot. So I think a lot of forward play in the beginning. Backs are going to test each other with the ball every now and then, especially with the wind. I think it's going to be a smart tactical play if they bring in the wind, if it's going to favour them. And let's see how they're going to use the wind in the first chukkers. And I think we're playing chukkers, Vikas. If you want to take us through the structure of today's match.
Yes, thanks Hendrik. We've got a bit of a special format here today. So instead of your traditional two halves, we're going to play 3 30-minute chukkers. So we've got 90 minutes of rugby for you today. And it's mainly due to the big squads that we have. Of course, both institutes wanting to play larger squads, more than your traditional 23. And I think it's amazing to have more guys get game time. But it's still going to be one game. It's going to be one score, one winner. Where previous years in this annual derby we have two teams playing against each other. Where today we've got the one match and two big squads, but we've got 3 30 minutes, so 90 minutes of rugby. So very, very excited for that. So it's going to be 30 minutes, a little break, 30 more, another break, and then another 30. What do you make of that format, Hendrik?
Yeah, I think it's like the old 2-litre Coke that you bought. Nowadays you get a 2.25 litre, a little bit extra. So that's why we brought the viewers the extra 10 minutes of rugby. Yeah, but I think it's also for the viewers, just understand chukkers again. So chukkers again, because like you said, it's 3 halves that you play with. Normally chukkers also can consist of 15 minutes, but normally the traditional one is 20 minutes of chukkers. And it's a good thing for the coaches to see how certain positions and pairs play up and how certain groups play with one another. So it's an ideal opportunity for coaches to see what combinations can work, give players that had a bit of little game time, more game time now. And obviously, as coaches know and as players also know, the only way to improve is to play rugby. So for the extra game time, this is what coaches want for their players, and this is what players want for their development.
Yes, definitely. And as the teams run onto the field, as we can see, we've got the UXi team in the black and red, and then we've got the SAS team in the green and yellow. So with this chukkers format, don't get a fright if you suddenly see 15 new players running onto the field in the middle of a chukker. It's going to be rolling subs, and as many subs as you want with the big squads. As you can see across the field, on both benches, it's very large squads, and it's just to give more game time, Hendrik. I think that's what we're about. Both institutes wanting to give as many players this wonderful opportunity as they can. And what better than in Stellenbosch on a lovely day like this? There was a little bit of rain earlier, but it looks like the rains went away. There's still a couple of dark clouds hanging around, but at this stage, nothing to talk about. And here we see, as the teams are setting up for kickoff, we're going to have SAS playing from your right hand side to the left, and kicking off first with UXi receiving from the left hand side to the right hand side. I think it's important, Hendrik, that we chat about the last 2 years, as it's an annual derby between these two teams, where in 2024 we had the 2 games played where SAS won both, and in 2025 another 2 games, UXi taking both of those games. So today is going to be a big one, and this time only 1 game and 1 result and 1 winner.
Yeah, typical seesaw battle, eh? Previous years with SAS taking that victory into 2024, and last year UXi with a great game there in Stellenbosch as well. So typical, almost like your inter-schools because of the institutes, and we are here at the beautiful Markotter Stadium, Paul Roos in Stellenbosch. Just making sure the referee is just checking everyone's ready. And again, wind blowing from the viewer's point of view straight across the field down to the opposite touchline. So there's no left to right wind on your screen, it's from front to back, if we can help the viewers with wind direction.
And off we go. It's Hercules Hudson with the kickoff. And it's a safe take from UXi. Both teams wanting to start nice and physical, want to dominate that battle. But unfortunately, SAS trying to disrupt the ruck nice and early, but concedes a penalty there and gives Byron Snell an opportunity to get out of their own half, use the wind. With that wind just pushing the ball towards the touchline. It's always helpful for the fly half. And Hendrik, here's your expertise, the set piece area. Lineouts and scrums, of course, going to be a massive role today.
Yeah, especially with the hooker throwing from that side, the ball's going to be thrown into the wind. So that's going to make it a lot tougher, because obviously throwing into the wind, if the ball goes slightly off the line, it's going to go horrifically off the line. I mean, that is actually a very good throw there from Damien Ensslin.
And a great lineup, but unfortunately UXi loses the ball early, gives SAS an opportunity to bit of a counter, but the ref says advantage over. We're going to go back for the knock-on, and we just had our first line out. A couple of seconds later, we're going to have our first scrum.
Yeah, so it's already a battle of the set pieces. First line out, first scrum, and I think it's already the first minute. So as we expect with these wet conditions, I think we will be blessed if there's going to be a lot of phases being played in this weather. The field is going to get really soggy really quickly. As soon as this underlying patch of mud is going to surface to the grass, it's going to be really tough for players. You're going to see a lot of back slipping as well when they're stepping. So you're going to make sure that your running lines are on par, very direct, especially with the scrums now. Feet's got to be a little bit closer, more underneath your body. Obviously the ref will take in consideration slippage, so he's going to check for that. But the main thing, guys, are going to make sure binding is very good. Players need to make sure their feet is not too far back. A little bit, like I said, bring it a little bit more forward underneath the hips. So let's see how the first scrum is going to go. Ideal attack opportunity for SAS, yeah?
Jamie McMurray feeding that ball in a stable first scrum. And it opens up there for Jamie McMurray. And we have Owake, who made a good tackle there. Looks like he got a bit of a hit there, but it's a turnover. And suddenly
SAS has no one back. They should have kicked that ball downfield there, because using the wind.
And Byron Snell with a little grubber, but unfortunately can't find the support. And now SAS have opportunity here. Opens up clearly. And it's going to be an early try for SAS. Very unfortunate. It looked very promising for UXi. Hitting the gap. Doesn't go to hand. And on the counter attack, SAS makes them pay.
Yeah, unlucky there, Vickers. I think that small little grubber, smallest grubber I've ever seen, worked really well. I think the sport runner from UXi, they just didn't expect that ball. And then obviously SAS using that to their advantage, taking the counter attack and scored from it. Very good try from SAS there.
And we're going to have Jamie McMurray trying to add the extra 2 points. SAS taking a very early lead here.
15 seconds.
And he's not going to miss from there. And it's extra 2 points. SAS going up 7-0 quite early. And UXi going to try and hit back. Some moments of promise from both sides. But it's on the counter attack that SAS makes UXi pay. And they definitely, for the first time in this game, going to try and probably kick this into the SAS half, trying to play rugby, but that side.
Yes, and also if you can, I think it's good if the fly or the kicker can kick it to the left-hand side, obviously the wind's going to let the ball drift.
Drop.
So the players are going to get underneath the ball. It's going to be tough for them to control the ball.
I've got it's Van der Tempel who scored that try for SAS, the inside centre. And a great kickoff from UXi and forces the knock on.
And this is exactly what I talked about, Vickers. It's going to be tough for them to control that ball, especially if the wind pushes it. Always tough for players to handle, to control a ball and determine where it's going to end up, especially if the wind is blowing sideways.
I think it's going to be important to see what team adjusts to that quite quickly. The first kickoff of 2 is going to be trying to find your feet. How much does the wind actually push this ball? Haven't really had one of the fullbacks tested just yet, but a very nice attacking platform here for UXi. A typical left-hand scrum, scrum off out of play. Backs, a great opportunity to what they do on the training field to bring this onto the pitches. Vian Loom, space open up, and Vian Loom, he's gonna go in the corner, and exactly what UXi needed.
Because what was great about that try, sorry if I can interrupt you there, the speed of that first pass and second pass towards Vian, and the timing was excellent. And Vian, like a proper windhond into the wind there, running, and you're not going to catch him. Boland Landbouw wing there, right to the corner. Only knows one place, and that's the corner. So very good try there from Vian Loom.
And I didn't even have the chance to finish my sentence before we went to go score. And absolutely fantastic from the backs to that is what the coaches love to see. How much training gets put in your starter moves from scrums, especially from a left-hand scrum, and the backs absolutely executing it to perfection. And Vian Loom, you don't give him a bit of space.
No. And I think at the start a lot of viewers and coaches would pull their hair out of their head because of the angle that the back started to run. And if we look to the kick there, just drifted away. But I think that sideways running from Vian and the flight actually draw the team, SAS's defensive team, out and not forward. And that made Vian, obviously, or gave Vian a bit of time there to straighten up the line there and take that gap.
And definitely exciting for this fixtures to have try scored by SAS, and quite immediately UXi hitting back 7-5 now currently for SAS. And interesting that a deep kick from SAS, and unfortunate, I think Byron Snell already looking up to see where he wants to kick it out. A bit of an unforced error there. And we just talked about the lovely opportunity that UXi had from a scrum. What better place to have a scrum than 10 meters out from your own try line, or from the opponent's try line.
Yeah, and a silly technical mistake there. Again, the hand's very low in catching the ball. You've got to have your hand slightly low in catching a ball. I mean, no control of your hands. You're down at the bottom at your hips.
Okay, let's go again.
And the first couple of scrums, very stable. I think it's a very good contest so far. I think what viewers always love to see is not a lot of reset scrums. It's quite nice flowing.
They might fight for the penalty here. Let's check SAS, because obviously they want to keep the ball in.
Now we see from here, penalty to SAS, 5 meters out. And how we've learned to know the SAS team is, and as you can see it, fly off, kicking it out on the 5. And I think the recipe here is going to be a driving maul. That will be my
your guess. I think your guess will be 100% correct. You can always see if there's a forward standing on the scrum, not one entering it. They gotta have a scrum off closer than that. Where were they?
Oh, they go for a special move. Interesting, they didn't go for the maul there, but good work from UXi to defend on their own try line. And now it's the game of patience, physical game from the forwards. Will SAS keep patient, draw UXi in? UXi not making it easy at all. Good physical work from UXi. beats the first defender. It looks like the arm is out there from the referee. I think that's offside. And that is fantastic work. I think ref's going to come back for another penalty, Hendrik. Yes, he is.
For offside. And again, typical red zone area, as the refs refer to it. You don't want to concede too many penalties. Otherwise, you might have a chat with the captain and the offender there. So discipline must be very good from UXi if they want to walk away here with the ball.
I must be honest, Hendrik, I was surprised that the first liner didn't go just to your traditional driving maul. And it looked like they went for it this time, but unfortunately, it looks like that's
Dummy, yeah.
a free kick for dummy against the hooker.
Yeah. Hooker's not allowed to dummy on the throw.
And I think the player with the biggest sigh of relief will be Byron Snell. He will be happy to kick this downfield and get out of their own 22. But great work from UXi to defend that passage of play in their own 22.
Yeah, and because on defense regarding that, I think you can line up your players relatively easy on this, because if players are going to tend to step away very explosively, the chance they're going to slip is going to be almost 80%.
And a big throw from the
Interesting
hooker. But it's a turnover, and as we like to know him as Skara, takes it up a couple of meters. And he finds a
Not a bad
great
option.
amount of space. Vian Loom, he keeps it in. Speedster!
That
Referee's
looks
call. He's going to give a knock on. That is fantastic work from Vian Loom and Byron Snell, finding the space. And once again, Vian likes to show off a bit of speed.
and the only reason that worked, because there was a bit of communication, so good communication between Flav and Vian. Obviously Vian waiting for that kick, knew it's going to happen, and obviously a kick is only as good as the pressure you apply. So very good pressure there from Vian, almost results in the try there. Bad luck for him, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna get a couple more.
Yeah, I think Vian will be disappointed that he didn't finish. That is it's a very difficult chance, but he's got very high standards for himself, and a 50-50 opportunity missed, but still a pressure scrum here for the SAS team. And immediately a penalty. Forwards will definitely be smiling, and now the question is, what is the option they're going to take?
I think they caught SAS a bit off guard there, because I thought they're going to try to go for that slow poison, the slow scrum. Let's just try to fight for the penalty, but all of a sudden that explosive power came through. I think SAS didn't expect that coming through so quickly, so I think they will be a little bit more alarmed when it comes to the next scrum.
So Hendrik, I must ask, there was a bit of decision time there for UXi.
Yeah,
Do we keep-
but because as the saying goes, sing even doen 'n stit, sing even doen 'n stit, sing even doen 'n stit.
Well, we're going to see what
We must
they
give him a
do
blazer,
now.
see what the blazer is doing. Then we're going to give him a blazer.
So we'll see if this was the correct decision from them. Can the prop show us what they can do? And just again, let's see what the backs do. Liam Bitboy tries to take it wide. Is that good? Oh, it's great work from the winger. Beats his first man, but good defense. And Tyrone Peterson makes it physical, but good work from SAS. Forwards making it slow, ball pulling everyone in. Hands out from the ref again. That's going to be another penalty advantage. Cross kick coming in.
Oh,
Is that
Damien?
And Damien Ensign does everything correct, but I think that's going to be in front of the kicker. So unfortunately going to come back all the way here. I think Damien will be very, very upset there, because of fantastic work from him. Seeing the space on the outside, playing as a winger. But I think unfortunately the ref called them back there, probably for in front of the kicker. But now it's another penalty still for... There the ref just showed Damien, yeah, I'm so sorry, you in front of your kicker.
We must just tell the ref he's a forward. Surely you can give him a bit of a crown, eh? Me taught too. Because don't you think that rule should change? If it's a forward, he can stand a little
Especially
me
if it's the front row, definitely.
Yeah, he's a front rower. So surely he can have. I mean, he's a hooker number 2. We can give him 2 meters.
And now, and now he needs to go all the way back, and now he needs to scrum.
He's going to relax in the scrum. Don't worry about it.
He's big scrum from SAS. That's a massive scrum from SAS. And pressure relieved there from McMurray. Oh, and but pressure under for Jaden Fulmer, but he beats the first man. Good work from the winger.
Good recoil there from Fulmer.
Oh, but that's very good work from SAS at the breakdown.
Yeah.
Finds space, and that's a very good kick. Finds space. And unfortunately, from a scrum on your own, on the attacking 5-meter line, all the way to your own 22, those forwards will be walking back, thinking, opportunity missed.
Yeah, like I said, I don't want to pick there on Damien, but I think he probably had a breather in the scrum there. Thought, let's just quickly take our breath here after running, sprinting down the line, running back, then taking up a scrum. That's a lot of work. Let's see how he goes with his primary job here.
A lot of dummy jumps, and finds Jan Engelbrecht. Great line out. Giving it to Tyron Peterson to take it up in the middle of the field. And international player, Fred Ianson, all the way from England. A good box kick. Gave the props the opportunity to get all the way there. But we know Skara is he won't be your typical prop. He moves around the field, as you could see there, getting all the way to contest there. And now Byron Snell, opportunity to find touch. This time against the wind. First time that he's kicking to this side.
Into the wind, so and as the
as we can see, the wind just pushing it in.
Out a little bit.
Tries to find some space, but Liam
Good positioning.
Very good positioning.
Yeah.
And now again, some space for Vian Loom, but
guys having a bit of FIFA fever here.
yeah, it's a World Cup fever.
Yeah, they saw a bit of last night soccer, now they want to play a bit.
I think they're trying to show off to the manager. Call me up, get me in America, put me in. And some very good work so far, thus far, from the line out, from the set piece area for UXi. Damien Ensign finding his jumpers. Some very good dummy jumps, switches. And again,
and switching it off that one with a fast speed one, that's good.
And they once again go with the 8th man, Tyron Peterson.
Because at the moment, at first phase position from UXi is a bit scrappy. We've seen in the previous line-out.
And that's unfortunately going to be Lewis Orange who goes over the try line. Some very good work from them, good hard lines, breaking the first line of defense, and unfortunately on the turnover, UXi just can't stop him. And 12 points to 5.
Yeah, that first phase position, because as I talked about earlier, the previous line-out that Western Province also had, the one with a lot of dummies, that ball also came out very slow, and there was one cleaner making sure that the ball needs to be safe, while there were 2 poachers from SAS trying to contest for that ball. And again, we've seen the previous one there. So that first phase position, I think the management regarding that, managing your rucks is extremely important. Obviously from first phase, and we should know that the defense already knows where first phase hits and where they're going to attack on second and third phase. So it's important to secure that first 2-3 phases is extremely important to make sure you manage that correctly.
And it needs to be said, it's great work from Lewis Orange running the hard line, breaking the line, and having the pace to score. And just to the right hand side from Hudson, can't give the extra 2 points, and it's 12 points to 5 here for SAS at the moment. And yeah, it's like you said, Hendrik, from your first phase, you know where the first ball's going to go. And to have your cleaners a bit late is definitely something the coaches would be talking about right now. I'm pretty sure I see some experienced players bring up the water there. I'm pretty sure they bring up some messages to the team.
Foster there, yeah.
Xavier Foster, scrum off, will probably come on a bit later. Very excited to see how he plays. But yeah, very, very exciting couple of minutes here, and I think it's very good rugby that we're seeing thus far.
Yeah, I didn't expect so much ball in hand, but again, typical students. they want to play. I think we're not going to see a lot of tactical, like test match style rugby. Guys want to keep ball in hand, whether it's wet, dry, hot, windy. They're going to try to keep it in hand. Obviously, the guys want to play, not just make it fun for the viewers and everybody who's attending the game today, but obviously improve their skill as well.
And again, there we just see a very good kickoff from the UXi team. Very contestable. It's the wind once again pushing it just over that first pod.
Because you think they're going to put Vian again there in the corner? The lineup looks exactly the same. The strike move.
Are we gonna?
I would have played the exact same move.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is not a replay. This is live. This is live. Let's see. Well, it's a bit different. And good work.
And that gap opened up again.
No, ref says backwards. And it's again that little grubber. And I'm pretty sure SAS will be looking. Oh, penalty advantage, probably run it a little bit. McMurray with a little chip kick over. But no, they're going to come all the way back. Maybe they should have played the same set piece move.
That gap opened up exactly the same as the previous try from Vian. I actually had to look at it now if it's going to open up again, and it did. And obviously, as the defensive team, obviously, you're always going to think, then surely they're not going to play the second move again. But if it's working, play it again.
Exactly, and Hudson now gets the opportunity to kick it downfield and give SAS a set piece now close to the halfway line. And interesting to see how they play from scrums and lineouts, what their set play will be, where will they carry it up. Looks like some big boys in the middle again. Will they go over the big long ball over the lineout? No, they go straight to a big box kick. Tasting Vian Loom, who does well to beat the first defender, and on his left foot kicks it downfield. Ref says no, he calls them back. And
because one thing that is actually interesting, I think the referee's not picking it up, but the scrummer from SAS stays quite far back. It's not as 2x2 rule. So obviously with the box kick, they're allowing a lot of time if the ball gets thrown back 4 or 5 meters to apply the box kick. Because then you have no pressure as a fly. The scrum off is supposed to stand, or the receiver, obviously it doesn't have to be a scrum off. The receiver is supposed to stand a bit closer. The ref should just look out for that, because obviously it takes away the opportunity for UXi to put pressure on that box kick. But clever play. And
it looks like a very good weapon for them to use, because that was a fantastic box kick. Into the 22 with a bit of a different bounce. That's a 50-22. Vian Loom does well to get away. And now another set play here. Space opening up, but I can't find him. But a
very
great
good
pickup.
Yeah.
Vian Loom makes his tackle. And ref showing falling over. And great opportunity here for UXi. Great work from the backs. Once again from set piece. Finding the space. This time a different move. But still it goes to the man Vian Loom.
Yeah, I know. So far he has a great game. I mean, that pickup there, Vickers. Then obviously kicking the ball through, try to keep it alive. Then made the tackle, try to contest for the ball there as well. And obviously you tackled the guy very good. He used the touchline as an extra defender, didn't rush on the outside of the defender, stayed on his inside, forced him to the outside. Obviously you can always bring in a 16th player on the field if you use your touchline correctly. So no, Vian Loom, extremely good game so far. Very, very good. Very involved. Good player.
Line out here in the 22. And a nice opportunity here for UXi. And once again takes. This time they set up their own driving maul. And a good start. But the ref doesn't say it's not a legal sack. And penalty for sacking the maul. Pretty sure they will try and set up another one. But first, let's see if we can get over for points before then. Scouter taking it up. Big carry from the prop. There we go. Slow ball. The fly of just ordering his troops where to go. And now it goes to the backs. Quick hands. Oh, and some creative play from the backs.
Yeah, but again, forwards playing really good there from UXi, because you can see attacking the outside shoulder, which makes it very tough for the defender then to fold around. That attacking the outside shoulder, you know, going over that advantage line forces defenders to must run around the tackle, which obviously takes a lot more time. And obviously creating that momentum, that typical wave of attack.
And a fantastic driving maul from UXi. It needed an illegal sack for SAS to stop them. So I'm pretty sure that's going to be the same method going to be taken here. There's some on the 5. Pretty sure that UXi would love to go over for a 5-pointer here.
Yeah, because you have the opportunity to test your mauls against live opposition, use it. We all know this is a big part of South African DNA. Surely it's going to be a maul with the extra. Oh.
Unfortunately, going for a different setup, just a 3-4 man.
I might have jinxed it there because.
Oh, big hit from Damien Ensslin. And definitely UXi disrupting a little bit there. Oh, and a competitive box kick here. And referee says that the forwards were blocking the UXi players from charging down that box kick. And unfortunately, UXi decides to quick tap and go, and just
there was an
can't get
overlap
their
that
hand.
side.
And SAS deciding they're going to throw it around a bit in their own 22. Rather than just exiting first time. Now with the slow ball, still not exiting. Still deciding to take it up with the big forwards.
UXi must have a bit more discipline now. See, they on that edge of offside because.
Oh, and they're still throwing it around. Jaden Fulmer pushing up and just unfortunately not going to hand. But it looks like the referee's going to give 2 options for penalties.
Because it's so crucial. We always talk about the offside rule when it's in your red zone. In other words, so close to your goal line. But also that same discipline has to be applied when you're close to a scoring opportunity or close to their goal line. Because look what easy exit you give them now. No pressure, and it's again their ball. So discipline from your side not that good. You must have the discipline when it comes to that area as well. You must let them work to exit from there, because that line out could have been UXi line out and ball again, and then they could have built up again phases, which put SAS under a lot of pressure. But now the pressure is back on UXi.
Exactly, and I think we're suddenly a line out in. Ooh. Oh, sorry, just going to hold on there. Referee says, please wait for me. I wasn't ready. So I think that's maybe a blessing in disguise for SAS that they get another opportunity at this line out.
I think that's something players should always do. Just for a quick, get your, like a golf swing, that practice swing you get before the time.
It looks like there's a couple of.
Ooh, UXi closing the gap there a lot.
UXi doing a good job to disrupt the ball there. Doesn't give SAS the opportunity to really set up their play. And a turnover ball there. Sihle Bamba taking it up. Beating 1, beating 2. Playing it to the back line. And again the little grubber. This time it's Jock Basson. But great defense, but it's still now it's UXi ball in the 22. Now the question is, what are they going to do here? We see the arms out for the referee. Penalty advantage.
Yeah, he's isolated.
And there we have Carter Nicholas carrying. Penalty. Fred, quick tap and go. Goes himself. 1 meter out. Can UXi show the patience? Can SAS keep them out? And there, hand out from the referee, offside. And try scored, UXi. And that is a busy game so far for the prop, Skara. Great work from the forwards. Good work from UXi. Taking the penalties. Quick tap and go from Fred, taking it up all the way. And then the forwards, patience, slow ball, physical, and gets it over the line.
Yes, no, and it's a good couple of passages of play there from UXi, starting there on the halfway line. Like you said earlier, disrupting the ball there, getting that turnover. And this is what you want. If you get that turnover, let it convert into points. That's what happened to SAS earlier. I mean, there was a turnover that converted immediately into points. So it's good to see the guys play the transition from as soon as they get a turnover ball and they get points from it. That's really good from an attacking perspective. Not so much from a defensive perspective. If you're on the defensive side, maybe the defensive coach is going to have a look at that. But from an attacking perspective, really, really good.
And Byron Snell having an identical kick to his first one. Let's see if he learned from his first kick. It's definitely closer this time, but unfortunately just pushed it slightly to the left. And that's going to be the first chucker. A reminder for the viewers, if you maybe join us a bit later, that this is not your traditional game where we have two halves. We're going to have 3 30-minute chuckers. So that is the first one done. So 12 points to 10 to SAS. After the first 30 minutes, there's still 60 minutes of rugby for us to watch. And what a first 30 minutes that was. Hendrik, I think we've been really lucky to the type of rugby that we just watched this first chucker. Sorry.
Yeah, nice variety of play there, because we had a good couple of forward tries there, some back tries, a nice try from Riam Loom there from set pieces. Yeah, so again, from our aspect, a lot more forward play, scrums, line-out, mauls, but it's a nice, entertaining game to watch, taking consideration the type of weather we have here. It's windy, it's wet. Yeah, so actually very good rugby, taking consideration the pitch that the guys play on.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was just the first 30 minutes. We still have 60 minutes for you. We're going to take a short break, catch our breath, get a bit of a drink of water, and then we'll be back in a couple of minutes. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We had our first chukker done. It is currently 12 points to SAS, 10 points to UXi Invitational. The battle of the Stellenbosch Institutes. And it's, yeah, I see we've got both coaches speaking to the referee during halftime, just asking a couple of questions. I wonder if they heard what we said here in the commentary a couple of times, what we also picked up from here. But what a first chukker we had. Very close contested, very, very good rugby from both sides. We thought it's going to be with this wind, a bit more tactical, a bit more kicking, but both teams deciding, do you know what, let's entertain the viewers. Let's keep it in hand. But yeah, I think you had a lot of technical points there in the first half that we saw. And very interested to see how the teams line up here in the second chukker. Just a reminder, there's 3 chukkers of 30 minutes, and we're going to go into the middle one now. So still 60 minutes of rugby left. Curious to see if there's going to be subs made from either side, or we're going to keep going with the same 15. We see there's a lot of players from both sides. So very interested to see how the second chukker goes, Hendrik.
Yeah, no, for sure, because it was a lovely first chukker. Again, I think we both were surprised by the type of skill that was applied. And the ball in hand play, and yeah, rightly so. I think yes, although we want to see the guys play a bit tactically a little bit better, we cannot obviously blame them for keeping ball in hand. I mean, the guys want to play. Young players, guys that need some game time, takes on the game time. Guys always taking the fight up front. We see a couple of changes here. Stefan Nagel here in jersey number 22, although he's playing a flanker. Ferion Beekers is on as well. A couple of changes from UXi side. Just again to the viewers, UXi Institute on the right hand side of your screen, and then SAS on the left hand side. And over to you, Vickers. Let's hope it's another good second chukker.
Yes, I'm very excited to get going again. And it was very competitive kickoffs from the first half from UXi. But here we have SAS now, their first clean take from a kickoff. And now they can set their exit play. Looks like they're going to go for the box kick. Oh, a very competitive and a good kick. And some miscommunication there. But it's still in the hands of UXi. Not exactly the start they would have liked, but they've got time to recover. There we've got Carl Bernard, reserve prop that just came on. Byron Snell giving it to Liam Witboy on the outside with some speed. And some space on the outside from Matthew Moolman. And just can't get to hand, unfortunately. And interesting, Damien Ensign coming back on. That was a very, very short substitution.
Almost like an NFL style tactical switcher. When the scrum's on, we're going to put him on, or they're going to put him on, and then after the scrum is going to go off.
And we have another substitution that's happening after the first minutes in the second chukker. We've got Imad Ismail coming on, and it looks like he's moving to outside centre with Jacques Basson going to inside centre.
And another again, Vickers, just for the viewers, with chukkers you can also apply rolling subs. In other words, the substitutes can replace anybody on the field at any time and can come back on again at any time.
Not a clean scrum for SAS, but they get the opportunity to exit. Matthew Moolman on the counter attack now. But good defense, very good defense. And he's over the ball. But ref says no. You need to give some daylight. Very important rule. If you're the tackler, you first need to give some daylight. You need to lift your arms before.
Just did credit to the SAS player. They got in a very good position to steal that ball. I think he's very unlucky there.
Van der Tempel with a good pressure applied there, and a good tackle quickly on his feet. But unfortunately, referee says no. And now Damien Ensign, opportunity to first line on the second chukker for UXi.
Good take, good throw.
Taborsi takes it, doesn't go to hand. First touch for Ismail. Finds some space. Good offload. Referee says that's fine. It's just a big hit. Just physical play, boys.
Damien.
But it's a penalty there for UXi.
Yeah, at the moment, Vic, stuff on the edges is going a bit slow. It's almost as if the guys start to panic. I mean, it's a very good day in the office for the forwards when it comes to the lineouts. Getting the ball, front foot ball, the backs almost 90% of the time getting over the gain line, but then when they get on the edges, the fringes, they're almost like forced to keep the ball alive, which is breaking that momentum now, because that's sometimes where the ball gets lost. So again, just get the ruck in, secure the ball, get the ball out again, build up your phases with the forwards there. I think that's going to put him on the front foot, like they are now. So let's see. SAS is going to defend this line out. Looks like it's going to be another maul with the forward in there. Yeah.
It's a great take as well from Tabosi. And will UXi have the patience to take this all the way through? It's a very, very good defense maul here from SAS. But they a bit more momentum for UXi.
Referee instructing SAS guys to get out there if they're not supposed to be there. Oh, good defense from SAS there. Now that the ruck disrupted that maul, very good work from SAS.
Will the ball be able to get out there? Looks like it.
Yeah, that's why I said that ball has to come out, otherwise it's opposition ball.
Referee just wanting to have a quick chat. Maybe feeling like he needs to quickly explain the rules. But I think that was a very good example of a good maul. UXi showing some good patience and first setting it up, moving forward, but good defense from SAS. Still keeping the ball, keep moving forward. But SAS just showing some great skill in defending that on their own 5, under a lot of pressure, and legally. It's always difficult if the maul starts moving to keep it legally and not getting a penalty against them.
And it's very difficult to start it again if it gets stopped. So you said UXi moving forward, but as soon as you stop that train going, it's very difficult to get it started again. So good work from SAS there. And I think we must just tell the viewers that we are standing a bit far from the scrum there, so we would try our best to give some feedback as to what's happening there when it comes to the darker alleys of the game.
As a more backline specialist myself,
because you were really close to that play, but only feeding the ball and then you left.
all that I know from that is that's definitely a reset for the scrum. That's what I can tell you. I would leave like you said, the dark stuff I would leave to you.
Yeah, there's a lot of chatting going on in that 16-man meeting there in scrum time, I can promise you that.
And another good, well-contested scrum there. SAS getting the good ball. And the exit, I don't think that's exactly where he would have liked it to go. Because it's now a line out inside the 22 for UXi. Great opportunity. Will they go for the driving maul again, Hendrik?
But interesting for me, because if you have that go forward momentum, why not keep the ball in there, get your penalty, and then exit it?
Free exit?
Yeah, I wonder why they didn't try to keep the ball in there, obviously played the advantage.
And it's again, same recipe. Tabosi going up, Tabosi getting it. Oh, good defense from SAS. That's very good
at the moment. The only thing at the moment, because I think their reaction's a bit faster. You can see UXi taking a bit of their time to set up and try to find place where the ball must go, which channel, where obviously SAS quickly out of the blocks, immediately very low, and you can see as soon as they make contact, they're explosive and they keep working. So at the moment, it's only the speed that SAS is beating them with. So if UXi can match that, then they can get that forward momentum again.
And unfortunately for SAS, I think a little knock on there in their efforts to stop that maul, which they've done very well. But unfortunately, that means it's another opportunity for UXi to use their back line and to see, can they find some space. They've done very well so far from set piece or from the back side of you, but it's a big scrum from SAS. Good pickup from Snell. Matthew Moorman trying to find the half gap. And good work from UXi coming around the corner. And now, will they show some patience? Will they go physical? Oh, So fast off the line from SAS, making a big hit on Sikhle Bamba.
Get back, get back, get back.
Going to Byron Snell, who gets met by two big forwards right in front of him. And a little knock on there, unfortunately, from Fred. And another opportunity now for SAS to relieve some pressure. Well, there's some, Hendrik, it is a middle scrum. So do you try and exit your own half? Or do you use the middle scrum to, try and be a bit creative here?
I think be creative, because obviously your wingers are going to start deeper, Mr. Vian Lim. He's always in a bit of a... You're always a bit uncertain when you're in this position. Do you come up closer? Do you start back? Obviously you start back, come forward as the ball comes in. But obviously they can sweep there, fly off around anytime. It becomes a 4 versus 3. Then you're in trouble. And if the kick gets applied overhead, a lot of options, because it is ideal position to be in, to exit from.
Let's see what SAS... Let's see what
a lot of guys leaving the scrum. They're supposed to stay in the scrum.
And Hendrik, do we have one of the coaches listening to you? Because you asked previously, why don't they keep it in and work for the penalty from the scrum? And that's exactly what they did this time.
Yeah, rightly so, because I mean, if you're having the go forward momentum, I mean, in a maul or a scrum, keep the ball and surely you will get rewarded for a penalty if done correctly. In other words, going straight when it comes to your scrums or mauling, not changing lanes and truck and trailer, any of those stuff. But if you have the forward momentum of a set piece like a maul or a scrum that's going forward, and you're within the laws, try to keep that ball in, you might get rewarded with a penalty. And then like that, win 20 plus meters.
Here's the line. Pass the line.
Wind slightly changed a bit now, blowing slightly behind UXi's back, more from a diagonal direction.
And UXi, finding some space is SAS. And almost a bit unsure what happened there. But SAS finding the space, and over the try line they go. And they are the first, SAS the first team who gets over the line. And that's exactly how SAS wanted to start the second chaka, getting further ahead, 17 points to 10 now. We see some of the comments on the live stream.
Yes, we have, I think it's Casper Visser there that is commenting there, but yes, the one only. Good to see the old faces also viewing the games live. Some of the old boys of the academy joining in. It's good to see. Obviously the Institute come with a lot of history. Old boys that played here, making the Institute what they are today, because we can say from UXI side and SAS side.
Sorry, Hendrik, but I don't know if you can see it on screen at the moment, but we have basically a complete new 15 players coming on for UXI. Can we call that a bomb squad?
Yeah, surely we can. But the question is, are they going to deliver?
Exactly.
So bomb squad needs to deliver, so obviously big task at hand for these players to make sure they bring an impact. The bomb has to go off, Vickers.
Yeah. And it's always interesting. It's now 15 players who's now starting to play. They also want to find their feet against guys who's now settled in, but a little bit tired. It's a bit of goes both sides of it. And now we've got Rian Benardi with a deep kickoff in the middle of the field.
Inside.
And it's a traditional exit. And on the halfway line from Hudson. And so far the lineups have been going very well for UXi. So we want to see if this new bunch of forwards can give us the same.
Yeah, they must build on the momentum from the previous pack, because it's crucial to get your set pieces very good off the start. And obviously with a good set piece, that created the gain line momentum for the backs as well. Let's see how this one's going to go.
I want to give a shout out to the guy who jumped there in the front, Isha Raven, all the way from the Netherlands. But unfortunately this ball not going to hand. And a wide ball to Nathan Hendricks with a big boot. And he keeps it in, which is an interesting tactic. He could have just let it go out, and then it's directly into touch, and then it's all the way back to the 22. But no, he wants to keep it in, and they want to play. I won't mind that. But unfortunately, it doesn't go exactly to plan, and it's another opportunity for UXi to have the throw into the line out.
And risky, putting himself in that position, trying to catch the ball sideways, half leaning out to the field. Yeah, maybe he had a different idea there. Just see one player from SAS on the ground there. Referee's coming back for.
As soon as we've got a bit more information, we'll let you know what's going on here. So referee explaining here to us that after having a conversation with the touch judge, that it was actually direct into touch. So even with the effort trying to keep it into play, it sounds like now he decides that he's going to give the scrum in the line of... Oh, no, sorry, because it's coming back for the advantage. So there was an advantage for UXi for a knock-on, where after then the kick went directly into touch, and that's why we're coming back for a scrum and not a line out to SAS. Just I think a bit of confusion for
not to SAS, to
everyone.
UXi.
Sorry, yes, to UXi. I think a bit of confusion here for the commentators, for I think for the players as well. But now we left-hand scrum for UXi, and another opportunity to set up their attacking play. And a very similar move, and there was some space on the outside, but unfortunately it just can't go to hand. And I'm pretty sure they'll be a bit disappointed in that. After a good solid scrum, good ball, clean ball for the backs. Opening up the space on the outside and just can't use it. And now, you know what? UXi, you get a left-hand scrum. And now, SAS, what can you do from a left-hand scrum?
Yeah, typical seesaw battle here because... and yeah, let's hope for that first chucker. We want to see a bit more of that first chucker. So let's see what's happening now. Sun coming out a bit now. Obviously very overcast in Stellenbosch today. Sun showing.
And taking it hard. Ooh, a big tackle in the middle from Rian Benotti. Nice and physical from the fly half. And, oh, it's very physical tackle. Caden Lazar, Atinkosi Mussolini making it physical from the start. Taking SAS back. But it's still SAS with the ball. Getting opportunity to keep carrying.
Yeah, and UXi just not getting off the line there on the defense. That's what's giving also them that forward momentum and getting over the gain line every single time.
Some space on the outside if it can go to hand, and it does. Oh, he should have used the man on the outside there. But it's still SAS, still an opportunity to get it up. Referee says no, illegal rack there, but I'm going to come back for the penalty advantage. Right in front of the poles on the 22. What's the decision here from SAS? It's decision time. It's 17 points to 10. But why take the 3 points if I can kick to the corner?
Ooh, they can still keep it inside almost. Hey, remember kicking into the wind. Let's see what SAS is going to do. Yeah, a little bit lack of intent there from UXi on the defense. Because I mean, that close to your own trial and you can't creep up on the defense. You can't give SAS time on the ball there. You got to eliminate that time on the ball with ball in hand and put pressure on the attack.
And SAS just can't find their jumper. Tyler Goosen getting opportunity to just to give a bit of relief for UXi. And that doesn't look like this kick is going to go to touch. Beats the first, beats the second. Oof. Oof. But tackle's made from UXi. Another opportunity for SAS to go again. Unfortunately, UXi just can't find the relief they needed there from the turnover. Good line speed, but the space opens up for SAS. And a little knock on. Pretty sure it's going to be relief for UXi. In the pocket goes Bernardi.
I didn't expect that kick to be good because I've actually had my eye on him while the game was on. Remember, he was the guy who made the exit, came back, made the tackle with the 2 tackles that UXi missed, went for an intercept there, ran around the ruck. By the time he got behind the ruck, he now needed to kick all of a sudden. So you can see that was just very difficult for him to obviously make give a quality kick there. Yeah, guy that I actually was one of my students 2 years ago, last year, when it came to the coaching side. Very good student.
And now continuing with his studies with exercise science. So looks like not just a good rugby player. Oof. A big
You
carry.
didn't expect that ball. That ball went a bit hard to Mr. Salvadelli there.
But if a prop's going to get the ball, it's going to go one direction. Nathan Hendricks finding space. Oof. Kicks it forward. Graham Thompson. Whoa, how's the bounce? The referee's going to give the little knock on from Graham Thompson.
Vickers, but the option, draw and pass. Yeah.
I was about to ask the same question, Hendrik.
Because Graham Thompson with his speed on the outside, he had an open try line.
You're going to back him with his feet.
Yeah.
But good play from Nathan Hendricks. Well done in finding the space on the first opportunity.
Yeah, and with Marnie that straightened up, I thought he's running a perfect line off a draw and pass. But nonetheless, very good chip kick. Could have worked as well.
And a solid scrum. Does it look slightly uncontested maybe? And once again, meters being made after that first phase for SAS. UXi just not coming off the line at the moment on defense, allowing the SAS team to run at them. Oh, and finding some space there is your number 2.
He even
Trying to
surprised
find
me there coming
speedsters.
on the blind.
Number 2, Kieran Doggetry. Nikolai January suddenly finds the ball. Need some cleaners there. MJ van der Vesta is in a big clean.
Space at the back, there's space at the back, they must check.
Graham Thompson's going to back his feet. Nice. Ball still inside. UXi still has it. A big wide pass from Nathan Hendricks. Good pass.
Yeah.
Needs to release
See,
there.
UXi needed quicker ball there.
Oi. Nathan Hendricks going for the special pass, I think. But penalty advantage for offside. An opportunity for.
Yeah. And again, because if you
SAS
have
to find
that
space.
quick ruck ball available to you, is play it, because SAS were in trouble there, having only 2 guys on the blind side. And if I'm not mistaken, I think UXi had 4 guys on the attack there, and that's a simple draw and pass. Get speed on the ball.
And I'm pretty sure that Rian Bernardi is going to use the wind that's going across the field to try and help him find touch there. Not the best connection, and it's not going to find touch. And looks like
Still didn't lose a lot of ground.
that's probably where
I'm
it
pretty
went
sure
out.
it went out. Yeah. So get out of jail free card there for Mr. Bernardi. But yes, we talked earlier about Mr. Bernardi, good student of the game, good student academics wise. Lovely guy to work with.
While we have opportunity, I want to give a quick shout out to someone in the comments, Herschel van Aswegen. He's someone who has been with us in the commentary team before.
Yeah.
And definitely think that he would have enjoyed to be here today.
100% because
100%. Oh, and SAS finding space, but unfortunately not going to hand. And referee's going to bring them back for another scrum.
yeah, we miss Mr. Van Aswegen here in the commentary box with us. Always nice commentating with Herschel.
Currently working as a defense consultant by Karlsruhe
Girls with the Rugby Club, yeah.
I think they're very, very lucky to have him.
And again, another scrum because again, another good attack opportunity for Western Province. There's always a tough one
MJ van der
to
Westhuizen.
defend.
It's going to make it physical. That's one thing for sure. Going.
I like
Finding
that change
some
of
space.
direction of play because the open side back to the blind side could have worked well.
Is in line with the pass. Right. Right.
Sorry.
So just to give you guys a bit of information here, I mentioned in the previous scrum it looks uncontested, which is the case. So just to explain what's going on. So the UXi Invitational team, both props are 21-year-old, and this SAS front row is all 20 years old. And according to World Rugby rules, that if you are older than 21, you're not allowed to scrum against under 20s. That is just for player safety, and that's why we currently have uncontested scrums. I'm pretty sure that the props will not be happy about that, but that is safety first always. Oh, and I think the ref might have missed a little forward pass there, but we keep going. SAS keeps on going, and a little knock on. And I was about to say another big scrum coming, but unfortunately we're going to uncontested scrums at the moment.
No, because it's always player safety
Definitely.
and well-being first. That's something that obviously Saru at the box mod program as well is very strict on when it comes to coaches and referees applying that rule. And obviously as institutes we abide by it, making sure players are safe. That's priority number one when it comes to player safety.
Oh, some good play here from UXi. Oof. And a big physical tackle there. And SAS on the turnover. No one at the back at the moment, and the referee calls offside. Penalty advantage for SAS. Are they going to use it? Also a wide pass outside.
UXi should be careful not migrating too much to that ruck. They gotta come out a bit.
We see some wide plays here for SAS. Oh, a little chip. No one there at the back. Xavier Forster has it covered. Ooh. But they're going to come back for the penalty advantage for offside. I think discipline is going to be crucial here for UXi. They can't struggling to a little bit get into it the second half. I think it's just the discipline, not getting some nice ball possession. It's all every time it's on the counter, it's on the turnover. Just can't get phases built. And SAS is going to take this opportunity to probably kick it downfield.
And what we've seen when they come into into UXi half is that they make the ball really fast at the breakdowns. They're not trying to look for that runners off the shoulder. Let's see if they're going to try that tactic again. Not one of runners, they run straight in the gaps, ensuring there's quick ball for the next player. So Western Province, if there's not opportunity to poach the ball, get out there. UXi must get around, get in the fence, get your spacing sorted. We've seen with the first couple of phases prior, because a lot of bunching when it comes to the spacing between the defenders. Normally as coaches you want that 3 meters spacing between defenders.
No contest from UXi, deciding to focus on the maul. And it's like a good set from SAS, but UXi doing well. Ooh, and a big carry for SAS there. Jacques de Klerk deciding, I'm going to make it physical, bring it to you. And some good play by the forwards from SAS. Some good feet there. Get out of trouble. You've got MJ van der Westhuizen running on you. You're going to use your feet to get out into space.
That's better defense this time from here.
And referee decides, you know what? That's going to be obstruction. You can't get in front of between them. And Xavier also decides to go quickly. And unfortunately,
the correct option?
Ben Thompson decides, let's try and use the space. And like I said previously, UXi just not really getting into the second chukka. Playing a bit on counter attacks on quick ball instead of finding their feet. Let's kick it downfield. Let's get the line out. Let's build some phase. Let's keep the ball. And now again, a line out to SAS. Opportunity for them to set up their attacking play. And once again, an easy ball for SAS. And once again, there's that box kick straight from the line out they use. Oh, good hands from UXi. Space on the outside. Nathan Hendricks. I think that's a good kick downfield with the correct option. Now, can he get out of it? He does well to beat one. Does well to beat two. Does well to beat three. And get the exit. That is fantastic work.
And this
Running
is
across
exactly
the whole
where
field.
they started 30 seconds ago.
That's some really good work. Not easy work. If I'm correct, I think that might be... Is that Andrew Jackson, I think?
Because for
some
me
very
it
good work.
It looked like they ran a whole 400 meters around the field, all the way back that side.
Very good work. Very good work to get out of trouble there.
Yeah.
We've got a bit of the crowd getting going here behind us. Everyone passionate about this game. A big derby here in Stellenbosch every year. And now, finally, can UXi get some phases built? Isha Raven, all the way from Holland. Oh, some great inside ball there from Vergottini. And a bit static at the moment, but good carry from Bester. Mabika, some good meters, a good carry.
UXi have numbers on the outside here.
A penalty advantage at the moment. Can UXi use this? Hayenal, a bit isolated, no real support, but we know Hayenal is very good with ball in hand, and as he shows there, finds space, gives the offload, and there we go. Fantastic work from UXi. Vergottini. He's going to go under the poles. And once
Good
again,
passage of play.
Hayenal, bit isolated, nowhere to go, beats one, beats two, gives the offload, quick hands, and on the outside, UXi gets back into this game, under the sticks. Suddenly, 17-15, try right underneath the poles. Vergottini decides, you know what, I scored the try. Give the kicking tee to me. I'll add the extra 2 points. And
That's a goal. That's a goal.
Would you call that commentator's curse?
Because I would say yes, of course. I said earlier, UXi is going to have a maul here, and then Damien threw the ball straight over the line out. But yeah, just to finish off there, I know Hein wants to also take a break there from production team. But just with that try, because I always say it, we see rugby taking players same shape, same side. So I'm glad there was a bit of back play, back to the blind side, come this side again, back to the blind side. Defense don't expect that, but great individual work there from Hayenal to get them out of trouble, and it rewarded UXi with a good try.
And that is our second chukka done. We've got 30 more minutes of rugby for you. It's not done. Please do not leave. It's 17-15 to SAS. We'll be back in a couple of minutes.
goeie boekies koop. Ja. Okay, sharp. Ja. Ja. Wat zie je? Ja, sharp. Goed. Oh, okay, ja. Because as Coach Hendrik nou op die klein kans op wat Bijna is op 100 en iets dan dit. Ja, is nog 130. Wat ek
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And like we said previously, we've got the first two chuckers done, not your traditional two halves. We've got 30 minute chuckers, sorry. So we've got 30 more minutes of rugby left, and this promises to be a very good 30 minutes, with SAS taking the lead 17-15. We had UXi having the opportunity to make it 17-all here at the end of the second half. Unfortunately, could not convert, but taking some confidence going into this third chucker. So very excited to take you through this last 30 minutes, which promises to be a very, very good last 30. Looks like the same 15 that finished the... Ooh, there the referee shows them, please stop. In front of the kicker there. And Nathan Hendricks doesn't take any chances. Make sure he gets the exit. And a good start to the third and final chucker. Hendrik, what do we make of the first two chuckers so far?
Yeah, because I think we said it earlier, is the fact that the first one was really exciting. I think the second one took a bit of a back step. A lot of scrums, guys obviously trying to find their feet again. New players coming on. That's always going to be a challenge to find players' feet and momentum. So let's see in chucker 3 if the game can be spiced up a bit more with more interplay from backs and forwards, getting the ball in the front foot, like we've been seeing now, currently taking place.
SAS using the width of the field, first banging it up with big centre Jacques de Klerk, and then using the space on the outside. UXi standing firm, but it's SAS coming at them again and again and again. Quick change of direction there, and that met with Hayanal there. Looks like a penalty advantage for SAS for offside, unfortunately.
Still advantage.
SAS showing some patience and physicality with the forwards.
Okay. Who's your captain now?
So that's going to be a penalty.
So we had a tackle not releasing here, and then we had there an offside against the center. Please, man. It's too many penalties. Okay, option.
The referee just communicating there with UXi and just warning them, listen, that is several penalties inside the 22. So then please chat to your team and get that discipline ready.
And I'm pretty sure the ref doesn't want to give any cards when chuckers are being played. This is why chuckers are being played, giving guys a lot of game time. Players, coaches want to see what their combinations are. They want to try different combinations. So obviously sending off players, that's a last thing coaches, players want, referees want, and referees want to do.
Here's the receiver.
And now SAS trying to set up their driving more. Met by fierce counter from UXi, but they get some momentum there. Is that a little knock on Hendrik?
Because to be honest, I couldn't see clearly there, yeah, but it indeed was a knock on.
Yeah, but that's why the receiver that
Some
side.
good work there by UXi, by the big forwards. Always difficult on the 5-meter line to stop a driving maul, so very, very good work
And
there.
again, we said it earlier, the first thing you want is you want to try and stop that maul. As soon as you stop it, the ref is going to tell you to use it once, and already the attacking team then is under pressure. So the quicker you can stop a rolling maul, just bring that speed down to the maul, the better for the defensive team. And in that case, it worked well for UXi. Let's see how they're going to exit. Went slightly in their face from a diagonal point of view. Looks like they're going to first put it up, that first phase possession.
And we know that Hayanal is going to be direct and get out of my way. Not the best strike, and it's not going to be out, but it's Caden Nazar. Some pace on the ball, beats one.
Doing
Good
great,
pickup
looking
from
for
Hayanal.
offloading.
And here's some space on the outside, and unfortunately Emia van der Westhuizen can't find Vergutini on the outside, but it's some good work.
Yeah, and good again, because I said it earlier before this chucker. I like the play that where UXi brings. It's not that typical same side there. Obviously, everybody thought they're going to play open side again. Ball comes down the blind side. You surprise the opposition every now and then a bit with it. So good interchange of play there.
Substitution being made, that's why there's a little break in play. Ferion Beekers coming on. Tyler Goosen coming off.
Very on there with its own scrum pad on there. No, lovely guy. Also one of my coaching science students. Great student.
All the way from Namibia.
Yeah. No, he loves the classes that he's in. He's a really good guy to work with.
And Johan Mabika. Referee's not going to miss that one, unfortunately. On the turnover, looking for the offload, just can't find hands.
You can see a bit of frustration creeping in here from the players from UXi, especially Emia van der West. As we know, he's a guy who likes to run with the ball. So obviously starting again from a set piece, that is frustrating for the players.
And I'm also pretty sure that these big props would have loved to have a bit of a scrum session today.
But also I think they love the fact that the tank has been giving a bit of a rest there, because they can apply a little bit more energy now when carrying the ball.
Maybe that's why we see them trying to find some offloads. Oh, and great
Good
work
read there from Xavier
Xavier.
Forster. Sorry, Vickers.
But it's still SAS with the ball.
Important thing now for UXi is to keep them here, try to fight for that penalty like that, where they need to steal the ball. They can get a penalty here.
Great steal from Johan Mabika. And Xavier Forster goes quick. Plays all here now. Beats one. Looks like there's space on the outside. Can they get the ball out? Slow ball, unfortunately. Sounds like they're calling for it on the left-hand side. And unfortunately, a little knock-on. A lot of frustration at the moment.
A good fight there from SAS. Saw they already lost the battle there with the guy going forward. Then you go for the next option is to try to disrupt the ball out of the hand. So good fight there from the SAS player. Not letting go in the fight, and that's a good thing young players can learn from. If you are beaten by a guy running at you and is gaining ground, try to find a different way to disrupt him. Either try to turn his body, fight for the ball, try to rip the ball out of his arms. Good work there.
And exactly what they need at, when the score sits at 17-15. And looks like a very good exit there. That's a very, very, very good exit.
On the money, well done.
On the left boot.
He's inside, the line belongs to them.
And a fantastic exit there. From own 22 into the UXi half. And you can hear Isha Raven all the way from the Netherlands. He communicates in Afrikaans with the SAS guys. He's been here for a couple of months, so I know Netherlands and South Africa quite close in language as well, but nice to see how he's adapted here. And SAS disrupting that lineup, but unfortunately ref says that's going to be a knock-on.
Yeah, and good liner there actually from both teams, because I mean Vickers going from speed or trying to get out of the blocks in that short distance, not slipping and being able to find your jump. Really good work from both teams there. UXi trying to attack it, SAS trying to defend it. Good athleticism from both jumpers there.
And 12 minutes left in this game, and still we find UXi just forcing that last pass, forcing the ball at the moment. 17-15, are they feeling the pressure of being 2 points behind, wanting to get the opportunity to get back into the lead?
I think they must have a try. Jan Loom has got to come back in picture. No, earlier we saw that first chuck, a great try from Jan Loom there, one of the good set pieces from UXi. Very good take there from SAS.
A big pass to the middle, not going to hand. And referee gives a penalty to UXi. I think unfortunately this is going to be slightly out of range to go for the 3 points. I think with the wind, it's a cross breeze, but it's probably slightly against the wind. That's a good strike from Bernardi, finding touch. Just outside the 22 here for UXi. Opportunity for them to set up some attacking play here. Trying to get into the lead. Would be for the first time in the game if they get into.
And obviously SAS is going to just try to disrupt the ball and kick it downfield again. So the big thing here for UXi is to keep the ball, make sure your running is very direct, get that quick ball, put them under pressure. As they played in that first chucker, try to attack the outside shoulder. And obviously on SAS's hand, looks like UXi is going to try and do them all. And they can stop it really well. And you see how quickly they get the numbers in there trying to stop it, but UXi on a
penalty advantage.
Bit of a roll there.
Now what's UXi going to do with this penalty advantage? Pretty sure they're going to first want to play a bit. Arya now once again always beats the first man. Aten Corsi with the inside ball. Big carry from Raven. Busy game so far for you on the Beaker. Some big carries.
Indeed. The referee's going back, I think, for offside, because let's check his... Oh, from the side. Showed from the side there.
And looks like the decision's going to be to kick to the corner. Looks like a very good kick.
Because if you can't get your mauls up and running, okay, not talking about the previous one, but why not opt for the scrum there?
It's uncontested, left-hand scrum.
Yes, there's no pressure that you're going to lose the ball. With the line out, you still need to win it now. Obviously, gain a little bit of ground.
Very important first job, find your jumper.
But also, hey, I think it's good that you like practice the line out. Obviously, coaches are going to have a different approach to playing chakas. It might not be the best option, but maybe coaches saying to the side, let's practice the line out against live opposition.
Hendrik, I think we both know that both of these coaches on both sides are way too competitive to see it in that way. Both really would like the win here, and it's overcooked. But Joshua bested as well. Once again, looked like that all floats, just forcing that last pass. But MJ does well, beats 1, 2, 3. Back to the same spot where they were when it began. Now, are they going to slow it down? Well, they have some patience. Big carry by Gianluca Sabadeli.
Held up.
Unfortunately, ref says no. But it's going to be a scrum on the 5-meter line. Opportunity for the back line to show what they've got.
Or what Emir van der Westhuizen is going to do again. We know he loves to pick from the back and carry it up.
And powerful from the base of the scrum.
He's really good from that first 2 meters. And especially with the muscle mass that he has as well. I mean, if you're really explosive your first 2 meters, you stop a bigger player, obviously a lot more difficult.
It should be interesting. I think there's a couple of options here. We know Haryanel likes to beat his first guy as well. And we know it's going to be MJ, but it's a good defense from the flanker. But as we said, MJ van der Westhuizen, so powerful from the base of the scrum. And with not much time left on the clock, we've got for the first time in the game, UXi taking the lead. You know, it's not how you start the game, Hendrik, but it's how you get to the end.
Yeah, it's not a sprint. Any rugby match, it's a marathon.
Fantastic work there from MJ van der Westhuizen. It was good work from the flanker, I think. Got hold of him, but the power of him is just too much to stop. Gets over the line, exactly what this UXi team needed. And we're going to have Nathan Hendricks going to try and
he reminds me of a typical Dwayne Vermeulen, eh?
Yep, he's not going to miss that one,
Great
Nathan
kick
Hendricks.
from Mani, well done.
And it's like you said there, Hendrik, I think it's a lot of qualities that overlaps from MJ van der Westhuizen and Dwayne Vermeulen. So powerful the base of the scrum. I would definitely not want to be the guy that's standing in front of you, in front of them in the try line.
No, definitely not.
And now the question is, how is SAS going to hit back? 22 points to 17.
And this part of the game I love, because to see how SAS is going to try to fight back, get back in the game, put them under pressure, and how UXi are obviously going to cope managing and getting out of the situation they're going to be caught in now. Because if I was SAS, I would definitely try to kick deep and then try to put UXi under pressure, try to get in their half really deep like that, force the errors there.
And once again, looks like miscommunication.
I jinxed it now again.
And Andrew Jackson decides, you know what, I'm going to kick it deep. I'm going to listen to Hendrik, listen to the commentator. I'm going to kick it deep. Some miscommunication
I don't know if I
there.
should talk a little bit softer because I think they're hearing me. But again, good play. I mean, that's what you want. That's your tactical play. Kick deep. Yes, you could have gone for the short option, tried to contest it. But for me, it's into the wind. The ball is going to swerve a bit. Force the error that side. Even if they caught the ball, the UXi are still going to be under pressure. They need to exit. The exit's not going to reach past the 10-meter line. You're going to have attacking ball. It's a good tactical play from SAS.
Jacques de Klerk can't take it to hand. And we know Jacques de Klerk has been carrying fantastically today. So I think that is a big relief for UXi. And now they get an opportunity to exit here. And it's like you said, Hendrik, I think this is where we see where these are young players. These are all 21, 19, 20, 21. So it's always interesting to see these last phases of play.
How are they mature?
Are they mature?
Yeah.
How are they going to manage the game? UXi for the first time going into the lead. How are they going to manage this to get it over the line?
Yeah, and that's the thing we always see with youngsters. They're struggling to manage this last bit of the game. You see silly mistakes like that, you know.
Graham Thompson using his feet to get out of trouble. Like here, for example, how are UXi going to get out of here? How's the exit going to be? Bernardi with a good strike. That's a good kick.
That's very good. You could see he gave it all. He wanted to try, as the South Africans, scorpie ball pop. But you could hear from the boot, it wasn't a good clean contact, but still had a really good exit there.
That's exactly what UXi needed.
Yeah,
Just
a
a
good
bit
exit.
of relief.
But again, SAS with the attacking opportunity can't take this attacking opportunity away from them. They're surely going to come hard at UXi now.
Hey guys.
We hear here from close to touch and close here to our commentators. We've got Johan de Jong here, one of the coaches at SAS, also involved at Boland under 21 level. I think we all know him as the ex-Springbok. Now,
Good option there from SAS if I can add, because what they're doing now, they sucked in the defense.
Yes.
As you can see, UXi is creeping more towards the maul,
this is a very good maul.
and they're gaining ground at the same time. And they have their left winger standing really wide, this side close to Arch on this near touch line, which is definitely going to force the defenders in. And I'm going to look for the cross kick here.
You can see some physical players still trying to draw them in. There comes the wide passes. Here's the outside space. Vergutini does well. Hendricks makes the tackle. It's a good carry. Referee says no.
Okay.
Let's hear what the ref has to say here.
Listen, propel yourself forward. Captain. Okay.
Calling the captains.
Nou is het net gepraat als het te veel penalties gaat. Hier is een high tackle gehad en dan is een offside gehad. Volgende in is een geel kaart. Alsjeblieft. Oh, die discipline. Yes, voor die mol. Backline. Met opgekomen offside bij de mol moving. En niet tussen high tackle gaat op je wing. Alsjeblieft discipline. Option.
Referee just speaking to UXi again. Listen boys, I've warned you guys. Too many penalties when we enter the 22. Next one is a yellow card. So a strict warning from the referee. First one was a friendly warning. Second one not so friendly.
Yeah.
So UXi would need to keep their discipline here, especially with the driving maul. If they're going to concede a penalty here from the driving maul, the referee might just reach into his pocket. Not what you want here at the end stages of the game.
And you want to beat them with speed now, because if they set up that maul, you want to get in there faster, you want to get in there quicker, more powerful. If you can stop them going forward that first meter and smash them backwards, that's where you're going to get the advantage. And same with SAS. If they can get that first meter forward and they get that steam train rolling, then it's going to be very tough for UXi to counter this maul.
No contest from UXi. They decide they want to try and stop this maul. Very good job from UXi to stop that original maul, but the job's not done yet. Keeping it with the forwards for now. And that is fantastic work from UXi. Some good work by the forwards. It's going to be a scrum. Not much time left here on the clock. Can UXi keep them out? Can SAS get over the line?
Yeah, so last roll of the dice here for SAS. I see the backs are talking a lot, because this one's definitely going to go down the line. The fullback is
Going wide.
Oh, we're saying it's a fullback. Remember, they play with different numbers. It can be the right winger. Fullback is still here in the middle. He's approaching the inside centre role. Closer to the fly position now.
See, there you get Jacques de Klerk coming to the middle again. I think the ball's going to go straight to him first. He's going to bash it up. He's been making meters the whole game. Only 5 meters from the line.
Very tough to defend from this set piece.
And there he goes, he bashes it up. But good tackle from Bernardi. Jacques de Klerk with a good carry. And a small knock-on. That's what UXi needed.
And it started from Andries Bernardi, because credit to him, rushed up, made that tackle.
Gets off the line.
Body on the line as well.
You guys relaxed? Last 9 minutes.
Some fantastic work there from the back line. We know Jacques de Klerk is not an easy character to bring down. Not that close to the line. But he...
Crouch. Bind. Sit.
Apologies, here there's actually 10 minutes left. Not close to the end. So close. But Xavier Foster with a good exit. And referee brings them back. The winger was in front of the kicker. Oh, and a quick tap there. and makes some meters. He carries hard the winger. Now UXi needs to defend hard here again. Can the forwards do a big job here again?
Well, step on the line. On the line, guys.
Andrew Jackson uses his feet, gets over the line. The fly half from SAS gets over it. Just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, that even though the 80 minutes is done on the clock, there's still more time left. Since we're playing 3 chukkers, it's 3 30-minute chukkers. So still just less than 10 minutes left. So it's not the end of the game. 22 all at the moment. Fantastic game. Believe this will be a great finish to the game. Andrew Jackson using his feet to beat the first man. Uses his long arms to stretch over. And now he's got the opportunity to put SAS back into the lead. 24-22. And not too much time left for either side. And now Hendrik, it goes back. There he goes into the lead. SAS goes. And as we said earlier, what will these young players bring now from both sides to this last couple of minutes? How will you manage it for UXi? How do we get back in front? SAS, how do we get over the line?
Yeah, that's always going to be the question and the exciting part that we are going to be spoiled for. See how these young players manage the game now, especially a game that's so tight. It's all about managing your areas, especially your set pieces, discipline, because they're going to play a massive role now. Not allowing silly penalties to cost you the game now. Stuff like being offside, entering the ruck from the side, that's stuff you clearly want to avoid now.
And once again, you have SAS just not getting their kickoff. Nikolai January getting the scraps. And now UXi getting the opportunity to get up. We saw Skara coming back onto the field now. And some good meters made, Skara. What a way to come back onto the field. Nikolai January's met by some big defenders. Penalty advantage. Decision time. Decision time.
It's a ruck, you can't change the ruck. Pulled into it. Now you have to leave the ball.
Let's hear what's the decision. They're gonna go to the corner. All right, opportunity. Great way to introduce yourself back into the game there from Skara. Big carry from the prop.
As we see Coach Vince de Bio, they're kicking the ball back into play there for the players.
Rehabilitation specialist.
Yeah, if he maybe
Showing
hurt
off
his
his
ankle
skills.
or knee, they could have helped himself later.
Yeah, look, I'm happy. They need to come in. Yeah, they are happy.
Can he find his jumper? Jan Mabika. It's Raven going up, but it's over. Bierkus does well to recollect.
Yeah.
It's that man again. Skara again. And it's that man again. Skara comes on. Big carry. Comes around the corner, picks up and drives over the line and puts UXi back into the lead.
And because this is exactly what you want, especially if you just come from a try that was scored against you, to quickly get that points back. You don't want to use a lot of energy trying to get the point back or the points back that you've lost. So very good there from UXi to get that points back that they've lost against us in the previous try that SAS scored. And credit to Ferion Bierkus there, obviously always being awake at the back. You never know when an overthrow might happen or when the ball slips through the fingers of the jumper.
Okay, now we need to hurry up now.
Wasn't the plan exactly, but you know what? The plan was to score 5 points. Nathan Hendricks trying to add the 2. It's unfortunately not over, which means it's 27-24 to UXi again. Some back and forth here this last 10 minutes. And as time's running out, who's going to be the last team to get points on the board? Because at the end of the day, Hendrik, that's what it's going to be. Whoever the last team is to put points on the board is going to be the team who's going to win this game.
Yeah, and I think you don't want to say this, but it's going to come down. The team who's going to concede or make the less errors here, they are going to win this match.
And again, it's that deep kickoff. MJ van der Westhuizen. Well, do you know what? I'm the 8th man.
Yeah, that's the same thing I would have had in mind as well, because don't take the risk, pass it to your fly. That's risky rugby, so well done for the 8th man.
I'm going to take it in my own hands.
Yeah.
I'm going to kick it out.
No, very
Showing
good,
off
very
some
good
skills
play.
there.
Nothing wrong with doing that.
Will UXi pick him at fly off next week?
I'm scared the centers are never going to see the ball, Vickers. So I think the coaches, they would avoid that, but he would make a good fly off as well. You proved him now with that kick as well.
I would definitely not want to be the opposing fly half if he's the other fly half. And is it Skara again? Of course it is. And now, Hendrik, this is where it becomes important. UXi now needs to slow it down.
Yeah.
Slow it down. Take your Rian, take your time. Kick it out. Let's go slowly to the line out. Let's make sure we win the line out.
And
Set up the maul.
this is the type of rugby that you don't always want to see, but players need to do to manage the game. So kick it out. Obviously, try to set up a maul. Let the maul move really slow. And if the maul gets static, break away, pick and drive, pick and drive, pick and drive. Just to run out the time. You're frustrating the opposition, and obviously it's going to frustrate the opposition. But let's see, SAS is definitely going to try to contest this. They must contest this to get the ball.
As you said earlier, we see it's a loose forward who's in the receiver end, so most likely a maul going to happen here.
Oh.
Exactly what it is. A good set maul. It's moving slowly, but it's moving forward.
Good job from UXi there, trying to keep it slow now.
And now, will they keep the ball? No, they're going to go to the backs.
You see, because that's risky rugby. Try to keep it in front with the forward, slow down, run out the time. Again, we talked about the maturity of the players. Hey, listen, they want to play. They're youngsters.
They're here for entertainment for us.
But again, tactically wise, that's the type of route you want to go. Keep it the forwards, build up the momentum, frustrate the opposition.
Oh, Hendrik, that is a massive mistake. A penalty for SAS. Doesn't kick it out. Met in the middle there is Nathan Hendricks. And there's space here on the outside. But not a bad decision, I think.
No, not at all.
Kick it
putting in the
downfield.
back, yeah.
Oh, unfortunately, I think it rolls just a little bit too far. It's going to be a 22-meter dropout. What is SAS do? Do they kick it deep? Do they try and go contestable? What do they do here? They go deep. Well, not the best connection, but it's... Let's see, Graham Thompson, who does collect it. Decide to go to boot. There's a bit of space there. But good work from you. And a great tackle. And as you can see there, the bench and the coaches goes crazy. They know what big of a moment is that. We've got a crowd a bit next to us. They're also very excited about that. They know how big that is. That's what they needed.
Yeah, and a good job from Mr. Thompson there. Put it on close to the touchline there, giving that player coming with speed no chance to get the ball, come back inside the field.
Territorial game super important here.
Yes.
And that is what UXi is doing very well. Making sure let's not play in our own half, let's go play there, put the pressure on them, force them to make the errors. But again, they can't find the jumper. But Beerkus regathers. Looks like they decide run down the time. Is that it? And you can see what it means to the UXi Invitational team. This just shows how big this derby actually is. The derby of the two international institutes here in Stellenbosch, and UXi takes the bragging rights. 27-24. What a game we had here. 90 minutes of intense rugby, 3 chuckers. All 3 very, very closely contested. Both teams using so many players and physical. The backs being used. We saw some great pace. We saw UXi make some good decisions here at the end, making it slow, running down the time. Hendrik, what a 90 minutes we just saw.
Yeah, Vickers, first of all from our side, thanks for having me here today again, spending time in here in the commentary box. Yeah, I can't sum it up better than you did now. I think what kept UXi in the game now is that their tactical decisions, trying to put the pressure back on SAS. Obviously SAS tried their very best to try and get that attacking options going. But again, very good game to watch, and especially on a Friday afternoon, why not? Not a better place to be than here next to the field. So from our side, thank you very much. Vickers, you want to take us away?
Hendrik, thank you for a great 90 minutes, and I think we were spoiled with some great rugby. Absolutely honoured here in Stellenbosch. Beautiful town, beautiful rugby. And this was the Stellenbosch Institute Derby UXi Invitational, taking the bragging rights. I'm already excited for 2027's version of this. My name is Vickers Strydom, and thank you for being with us today, and we'll see you soon.